Friends, welcome back, and you are watching Ancillary Physics, Electricity and Electronics, and today we are having lecture number 5. Come on, let's move on. Potential difference. See, suppose, consider this case, there is a positive charge located at point O and there is a point A here. Suppose there is another point here B. Assume that potential at point A is VA and potential at point B is VB. What does it mean? Actually, we are bringing a charge from infinity. When it coming close to a charged, a positive charge and charge vicinity, then when it going closer to it, the amount of potential it has will differ. The same 1 coulomb of charge will have different potential at different positions with respect to the charge. In that way, here assume that potential VA at point A, potential will be VB at point B. Now, if there is a positive charge here, say 1 unit of charge located at point A, and we are bringing it to point B. For that, we need to do some work, right? Now, that is VB minus VA, right? That is said to be potential difference, okay? This is said to be potential difference. That is work done to bring out an unit charge from one point to other point. That is said to be potential difference, which you can say WA to B, which is the difference between the potential at point B and point A. So, potential difference. It is nothing but amount of work done to moving a charge from one point to another within the electric field. Within the electric field. Consider a case. There is a charge plus Q is located here, and we are having a point B in the vicinity of the charge plus Q. Now, see a test charge. Assume that there is another point A here. A test charge is moving from the point A towards point B. And assume that it is a small dl. This total length is divided by infinitely small length dls, so that now this test charge is moved. Okay, if the charge is here, it can be moved in this direction, it can be moved in this direction. If you move right hand side, it is the direction along the electric field. If this is a positive charge, then the electric field will be directed all side outward. In that case, here the electric field will be directing outward, and if the charge moving in this direction, right hand side, then it is said to be, it is understood that this is moving along the direction. And if it's moving left side, then it is moving opposite to the direction of the electric field. When a test charge moving in the vicinity of the electric field, then it will experience a force F. That force is nothing but Q times E vector, where Q is the charge and E is the electric field at the point of movement. Now, you see, moving this a distance dl will leads to a work done dw, which is nothing but F vector dot dl vector, which is equal to Q E dl vector. Now this Q will be positive if it is moving along the direction of the electric field. If this Q will be negative, if the test charge moving against the direction of the electric field. In this case, it is moving from the point A towards B and it is moved to a distance dl, so that the work done is dw, that is equal to minus QE dl. Now the total work done, that we can write WAB, which is the total work done for moving a test charge from the point A to B, that we can write minus Q integration of A to B E dot dl. And remember, at this point we can define potential is VA. At this point we can define the potential at VB. Now the potential difference between VB and VA, here the potential at VB will be higher than potential at VA. Why? Because if you are going towards the charge, then you need to experience more force, which means you need to work more, you have to put more energy to move this charge from this side to this side. So when you're going from right to left, the potential energy will gradually increase. In that sense, the potential at the point B will be greater than at potential at point A. So that the potential difference VB minus VA can be written as the work done to bring the test charge from A to B divided by the charge Q. So this the relation in terms of work done, potential energy, this is in terms of work done. Now we can write QVB minus VA, which is equal to work done. We have the expression for work done here, equation 1, bring that here, so that QVB minus VA, which is equal to minus Q integral of A to B E dot dl. Now this Q and this Q will cancel, so that VB minus VA, which will become minus integral of A to B E dot dl. Suppose instead of bringing a particle from A, if I bring a particle from infinity, this becomes at infinity, the potential at infinity will be 0, so that V at infinity will be 0. So this equation becomes, because you are going infinitely longer distance from the charge Q, so that the electric field will vanish after a certain distance, so that at infinity the potential will be 0, so that this equation you can write VB, which is equal to minus integral from infinity to B E dot dl. Okay, you remember this equation. We will use this notation in the coming topic. Okay, we are going to derive the potential at a point due to a point charge. So in that we will use this. You remember this VB, that is potential at point B, which is equal to minus infinity to B E dot dl, right? and we have explained how this expression can be obtained. We are going to use this straight away in the next topic. So this is potential difference and some of the associated terms. Now let us derive an expression for potential at a point P due to a point charge, right? So potential at a point due to a point charge. What does it mean? Let us consider a charge plus q, a charge plus q at point O. Now from this point, let us consider a distance r, from this point. Okay, here there is a point, right? Potential at a point, this is the point, let's say P. Potential at a point P which is located distance r from the charge plus q. Now we have to calculate the potential at this point. In order to calculate that, we said this is the positive charge, so that it will directed outwards in all the directions, so that here the electric field component will be directed in this direction. Now assume that we are bringing a test charge from infinity to this point. The particle is moving from an infinite distance, infinity, to at the point P with the length, this distance is divided into dl, small lengths, right? Now, right? So dl is the small displacement length. Okay, fine. At point B, we can write electric field vector E vector as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. Okay, so now at point B, electric field E is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. This is the magnitude, not vector, magnitude of the electric field at point B. And at point B, we can write the potential at point P, Bp, that is nothing but minus infinity to point P. No, point B is located at a distance r, no, so that we can put r. And you can put V. V is the potential at point B which is located at distance r. So at infinity to r, E dl. Right? Now where this dl is the small displacement. This equation we have written earlier while defining some terms for potential and potential difference. This we can derive by assuming that a test charge is bringing from infinity to a particular point which is located in the vicinity of the electric field of the positive charge plus q. Here dl is the displacement. This is dl is the displacement component. Now here vector will be appeared. Now this dl is directed left. So dl is directed left. That is dl component travels from infinity and coming towards this direction, right? Suppose, see, if this is the length r, if you are having a small length component dr, right? If you want to increase r, this dr component will be directed right. Okay, so that you can write minus dl, which is equal to dr. That is, if dl increases from infinity, the dr decreases. When the length increases, that is, the length from the infinity increases, the distance from the charge will decrease. So these both have opposite relation, so that we can write minus dl equal to dr. Okay, so this is one thing. Other thing, so the direction of the electric field which directed right side. Okay, now you see here the dl vector going left and the e vector going right, so that this is the direction of e vector and this is the direction of dl vector. The angle between them is 180 degree. Now here you can remove the vector by infinity to r by putting e dot dl cos 180, but cos 180 is equal to minus 1, so that right, and before substituting it here, this you can put e vector dot dl vector, which is equal to el cos 180, which becomes minus e dl, because cos 180 is minus 1. Fine. Now what we said, minus dl is equal to dr. Substituting here, you will get e vector dot dl vector, which is equal to minus e dl, which you can write minus e dl can be substituted with plus dr, so this becomes e dr. So that here you can put e dr. So v becomes integral of infinity to minus integral of infinity to r e dot dr. We have the expression for e, that is nothing but minus infinity to r 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square into dr, so that it becomes v is equal to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught integral of, let us bring minus inside, infinity to r minus dr by r square, and this becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, and this you can write integration of minus 1 by r square, that becomes integral of infinity r minus r power minus 2 into dr. If you integrate this, if you integrate it, you will get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, and this will give you 1 by r, so that infinity to r, and you can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, and we have missed this q, so here there is a q by epsilon naught, so it becomes 1 by r minus 1 by infinity, it becomes q by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r, which is equal to potential. So this is the potential at point B, at point P, due to a point charge P plus Q, due to the point charge plus Q. Okay. So this is the simple derivation, and you can understand in the way. Let me repeat. So we have considered a positive charge plus Q, which is located here, and we have considered a point that is a distance r out away from this plus Q, and we assume that a charge is coming from infinity and it is directed towards the point P, and small displacement vector dl that we have considered, and we said the dl is directed left while dr is directed right. Dr is the small directional component from the charge plus Q, and so that dl and dr having opposite relation, so minus dl is equal to dr. At the same time, the electric field component is directed opposite to that of the dl component, and we have written the magnetic field, the magnitude of the electric field at point P is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square, and the potential at point P that we can write minus infinity to r E dot dl, and E dot dl, if you want to remove this vector component, we have to take cos theta, but theta is 180, that is the angle between E and dl is 180. It becomes minus E dot dl because cos 180 is minus 1, and as minus dl is equal to dr, we can substitute minus dl as dr, so that this equation becomes, which equation? This equation becomes minus infinity to r E dot dr without vectors. Now we can substitute the equation for magnitude here for electric field, and integrating it, we will end up this equation. So this is the equation for potential at a point P and due to the point charge plus Q. Is relation between electric field and electric potential. So now we are going to discuss relation between electric field E and electric potential capital V, and this is what we are going to discuss now. For this purpose, let us consider and two points A and B. Assume that this is located in the premises of electric field of charge plus Q. Now point A has the potential capital V, point B has the potential V plus dV. So potential difference between these 2 points is dV, and the length between the point A and the point B is small displacement length displacement vector dl. Now the point A can be denoted as x, y, z in Cartesian coordinates. Point B can be denoted as x plus dx, y plus dy, z plus dz. This is the position of the point B in Cartesian coordinates. Now the change in potential. Change in potential from A to B. If you are moving from A to B, then there will be a change in potential, which is nothing but the difference between V and V plus dV. So if you take V plus dV minus V, then it becomes dV, that is equal to, that you can write like this, that is dou V by dou X into dx, where these are all vector components, dou V by dou Y into dy plus dou V by dou Z into dz. this we can write like this: I dou v by dou x, j dou v by dou y, k dou v by dou z multiplied by I dx plus j dy plus k dz, where this I dx plus j dy plus k dx is the displacement component. It is displacement component. What displacement component? That is, moving from point A to point B, we have to have some displacement. That component dl. This dl is a vector which is directed from A to B. You can say that this is directed from A to B, right? And this is that component. And you can write I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z is nothing but it is denoted by delta gradient. Okay, and if you take in this equation I dou v by dou x plus j dou v by dou y plus k dou v by dou z, that you can rewrite I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z multiplied by v, which is equal to, you can write this entire term as del dot v. So this you can write gradient of v. This you can write gradient of v. So in that sense, this equation can be written as gradient of v multiplied by dl. Gradient of v multiplied by dl. Now we need to do an work done in order to bring a charge from A to B. What is that work done? That we can write dw, which is nothing but force experienced into dl. This we can write minus QE dot dl, as this charge is moving against the direction of the electric field, so that we are introducing minus in the before Q, right? This is work done. And potential difference we can write. Potential difference, that is nothing but TW by Q. TW by Q is nothing but potential difference, that is dV. Okay, so now we can write from this equation dW by Q, which is equal to minus E dot dl, but this is nothing but dV. Okay, so that we can write dV, which is equal to minus E dot dl. Okay, dV is equal to minus E dot dl. But here we have dV, that is nothing but delta V dot dl. Okay, delta V dot dl. So this you can write delta V dot dl, which is equal to minus E dot dl. This will cancel out. Now we can write electric field E is nothing but minus del dot V. That is, electric field is negative of the gradient of the potential. Negative of the gradient of the potential is nothing but the electric field. Okay, so this is the relation between electric field and electric potential. Electric field is due to the charge plus Q, and electric potential, it is the potential energy at a point somewhere within this electric field. Okay, now you see, electric field E vector has three components: X component, Y component and Z component. If you separate it out for X, Y, Z coordinates, Then we can compare this with the potential. So Ex component, which is nothing but minus dou by dou x, and Ey component will be minus dou v by dou y, and Ez component will be minus dou v by dou z. That is, this electric field, which is the negative gradient of potential, is separated for x, y and z component separately. You can connect all this. So this is the relation for electric field and electric potential. Let me repeat what we have done. We have considered 2 points, point A and point B, with a distance, unit distance dl. The potential at point A is V and potential at point B is V plus dV, and the potential difference is dV, and the position of A is x, y, z in Cartesian coordinates, and position of B is x plus dx, y plus dy, z plus dz, and the entire thing is presence in the vicinity of the electric field created by this charge plus q. Now we can write the change in potential when you move a test charge from point A to point B. Then the change in potential by moving from point A to point B can be written as dV, that is in terms of dou v by dou x into dx plus dou v by dou y into dy plus dou v by dou z into dz. You can separate the unit vector component like this. You have to put the vector notation here. So I dot dou v by dou x plus j dot dou v by dou y plus k dot dou v by dou z multiplied by I dx plus j dy plus k dz, where this component is the displacement component, displacement vector component dl moving from A to B, and this is I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z is nothing but gradient del. It is represented by del, so that gradient of v, that is del dot v, you can write, which is equal to dv del dot v multiplied by this displacement component dl. Okay, stop here, and this is equation 1. Now there is a work must be done moving from point A to B, that we can denote by the product of F dot dl, where F is the force exerted due to this plus charge q, and it is the dl small displacement vector component. Now we have put minus because this is the A to B is opposite to the direction of the electric field E, so that minus QE dl. Okay, that is for work done. And if you want potential difference, work done by charge, that is potential difference, or dw by q is equal to dv, that is potential difference. But we have already defined dw by q. If you put dw by q, what you will get? Minus edl. We will get minus edl. So minus edl is nothing but dv, so we can substitute in the place of dv. So dv becomes minus e dot dl, but dv is nothing but del dot v into dl, so we can substitute dl will cancel out. We have electric field is equal to negative of gradient of potential. We have separated it out for the x, y and z components, like Ex vector is equal to minus dou v by dou x and y component and z component. So this tells the relation between electric field and electric potential. So let me stop here, and we will continue in the next class.